guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and I really appreciate your time. So I am going to be addressing the red pill community, the Manosphere space on YouTube that is really dominated by men and pickup artists and other charlatans and other forums, you know, the Kevin Samuel supporters, all of you men. This video is for you. Number one, there is no such thing as female psychology hacks. Please stop listening to these pickup artists trying to put this information out there, trying to trick you, trying to take advantage of you, basically telling you they have all these different, you know, secret ways and secret words you could say to women and make them go crazy, and different little things you could do and how you could posture yourself and dress yourself to be the perfect alpha man. Guys, here's the truth, okay? A lot of these guys on YouTube understand that their audience mainly consists of the type of guys who have trouble dating women, have trouble, you know, approaching women in real life. They have issues with their confidence, and to be quite honest, they don't have a lot of experience with women in real life. They know this, right? So they're taking advantage of the fact that you don't actually know what goes on, what actually happens when you talk to women. They know that you're looking for it. You're probably seeking it out, which is why you're clicking on their video to begin with. And they take advantage of you because they know that you don't know any better. So they come up with all these little things and, you know, all just basically bullshit to get you to keep watching their content because they know that you look up to them. And I'm here to tell you that none of that stuff is real and it doesn't exist. Each and every individual woman is different. Yes, there are common things and common, you know, sort of social contracts and little things like that that are common between women in general, but it really isn't anything substantial that you can use to hack women. If you pay attention, a lot of times these guys, they don't have any data, don't have any research to back them, like tests or anything that they use to back up their statements. They just say it in a way that's convincing and they want you to believe them. In fact, they expect you to believe them because, again, they are positioning themselves on the internet as an alpha male or someone you should listen to. Guys, it's not real. It's not true. There's no hacks to a woman's brain. There's no hacks to get a woman in bed. It's just not real. And I'm telling you this because I genuinely want you guys to stop listening to these people. Number two, you have to go to therapy. And here's why I say this. Just a little bit of transparency here, a moment where I get really transparent. A couple years ago, well, more than a couple of years ago, I was going through a very low time in my life. I had just ended one engagement with the guy I was with, and my self-esteem was utterly destroyed. Okay? I felt horrible about myself. My weight was up and down. My hair was falling out. I was literally a mess, mentally, emotionally, physically. So because of this, I considered dating men that I usually wouldn't have. So because my self-esteem was low, I attracted attention from men that I wouldn't have considered. I went on dates with them. I gave them my phone number. And one guy in particular, I went on a date with him and I was sexually. And I'm not saying it's my fault. I'm not victim blaming myself. I'm simply pointing out that because my self-esteem was damaged, I was not in a right mindset to pick good for myself. I was not in a good headspace to understand when someone was not someone I should be giving my time. And it's the same thing with men. If you are dealing with self-esteem issues and feeling inadequate, feeling like you don't add up or you don't represent a certain type of masculinity that you think that the woman that you are attracted to is pursuing, maybe it's literally just all in your mind and it has to do with how you feel about yourself. And sometimes it's due to trauma. Sometimes it's due to things that we experience as a child that are creeping up into our adulthood. And you could really, really defeat that by talking to a professional and having them set you and your problems and your past traumas with a proper perspective so you can see yourself better. And I'm telling you, you'd be surprised that the kind of women that you attract, or should I say that you can attract, will change depending on what you're projecting, what you're saying about yourself. If you're coming off as lacking confidence, self-defeatist, women can sense that. And if you're coming off that way, that probably has a lot to do with your unsuccess when it comes to dating or approaching women. Whether or not you would like to acknowledge, your confidence is attached rather to your self-esteem. And sometimes you need help to really unpack those negative thoughts that you have about yourself. And listening to someone on YouTube who shifts all the blame on women and calls women whores and that they're worthless, and most of these women aren't worth your time, so that you can use that as a deflection from the real issues, is not going to get you happy. It's not going to get you the life partner that you want. It's not going to get you the relationship that you want. You don't want to be listening to old bitter men with poor social skills telling you how to disregard women and feel better about yourself. Ultimately, it's not going to get you what you actually want. Just being completely honest. The last piece of advice that I have is, when you are looking for leaders on YouTube and you find someone who's giving you commentary that you do like, that is helpful to your self-esteem, make sure that there's proof in what they're saying. You don't want to be following a guy who's trying to tell you how to get a woman, who's trying to tell you how to get, sex from women and all these other types of, game that they supposedly have for you. But then when you look at them, they have no woman. They have no wife. They don't have any girlfriends. They don't have anyone they're dating consistently. If you really want to take note, make sure that the person that you're following, the person that you're picking as your leader, the man that's influencing you, is a good influence. Just because he's saying certain buzzwords or he's, popular, does not mean that what he's saying is of value or that it's true or applicable in real life. Okay? So that is all that I have to say on that topic. If you have got to the end of my video, thank you so much for watching. I promise you this is not a hostile man bashing video. I'm just genuinely concerned about what I'm seeing on the internet, when I'm interacting, when I'm seeing the comments. I'm seeing a lot of guys who have the same issue, who say the same things. I just want to be very honest with you, and I want to keep it real with you guys and possibly help you in the long run. All right? So if you are feeling what I'm saying, you can comment below. If not, you can respectfully agree to disagree. Please don't forget to give my video a thumbs up before you go. And that's all I have to say. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.